Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, and this is problem number 160A on Codeforces, and the link is slash problem slides slash problem slash 160 slash A. This is okay, nice. So let's get started. Mm, so the problem is name twins, and let's just read about that. Imagine that you have a twin brother or sister. Having another person that looks exactly like you seems very unusual. It's hard to say if having something of an alter ego is good or bad, and if you do have a twin, then very well know what it's like. So we are going to solve a problem of a twin who have an alter ego, and if you are also a twin, then you know how does that feel. So now let's imagine a typical morning in your family. You haven't woken up yet, and mom is already going to work. She has been so hasty that she has nearly forgotten to leave the two of her darling children some money to buy lunches in the school cafeteria. She fished in the purse and found some number of coins, or to be exact, n coins of an arbitrary values. So the mom is distributing money to his children to uh, buy some stuff from the cafeteria. So she has given n coins which have an arbitrary value of a1, a2 to an. But as ma'am was running out of time, she didn't split the coins of for you two. So she scribbled a note asking you to split the money equally. Okay, so as being the one of the children, you have to split the money equally. As you woke up, you found mom's coin and read a note. But why the split money equally? You thought. After all, your twin is sleeping and he won't know anything. So you decided to act like that. Pick for yourself some subset of coins so that the sum of values of your coins strictly larger than the sum of values of the remaining coins that your twins will have. However, you correctly thought that if you take too many coins, the twin will suspect the deception. So you have decided to stick to the following strategy to avoid suspicions. You take the minimum number of coins whose sum of the values strictly more than the sum of the values of the remaining coins. On this basis, determine what minimum number of coins you need to take to divide them in the described manner. Okay, so basically what the problem is saying that you have to take the minimum number of coins whose sum of value is strictly more than the sum of values of the remaining coins. That is how you are going to um, distribute the money. So the input is n number of coins integer and their values, and output is a single line integer, the minimum number of coins needed. So uh, let's talk about the input. We have two coins and all are same equal valued. So when you take uh, 0 coin, then you are left with 0 rupees, and the other guy is left with 6 coin. So that does not make sense, as you have to take the money that is strictly greater than the sum. So let's discuss here. If you take sorry, if you take 0 coins, then first and the second child, the first child gets 0 and the second child gets 6. For the first 3 and 3, how it is divided? For these 2 coins, you get 6 and 0. So this case is feasible as the sum is strictly greater than the number of the coins, some of the coins that are remaining. So these are not feasible. Okay. For the next uh, input, okay, let me just clear this. Uh, we have 3 coins and that are value 2, 1, 2, and you have to divide between 1 and 2. So if you take for an instance 2, then he is left with 3. If you take 1, then he is left with 4, and similarly if you take the other 2, the case is repeated is 3. So if you take 1 comma 2, then he is left with 2 visible. And if you take 2 comma 2, then he is left with 1 visible. So these two are the solutions. So the minimum number of coins that you have to take is 2. I think that is the answer. Yep. So let's code it how you are going to do this problem. And this is problem number 160A. Okay. Okay. So how we are going to solve that problem? You see that you have to take the minimum number of coins that have maximum values. Okay. So you should come with an idea of sorting or something. Okay. So how we are going to solve that problem? Suppose the input is 2 1 2. Then on the sorting of this array I get 2 2 1. So okay. uh, uh, Sorry, uh, 2 2 1, and let's set it off. 2 2 1. Okay, so we have to take this and then check with the values of the remaining coins not visible. Then we have to take this also, then check the values with the remaining coin. So I think that will make sense. Okay. um, so let me define some initial value of sum, but it is saying that AI value can be 100, so it does not take it in long for some exceptional case. um, then let's define an array and input these values into an array. What is the value of n? Okay, so coins array int n. Sure. So coins of I equals to sc dot next int, and sum is equals to sum plus sc dot next int. Okay, sorry, sum plus coins of I. So this maintains the sum of the coins, and these are the individual coins. Now what I am going to do is apply array.sort. What it does is that it will sort my array. It's a util function, so you can see that sort method performing argument check sort the specified array into ascending order. But what we have to do, if I have to sort uh, in descending order, so I have to give another argument. Let me just, okay. mm, Again, that is also not a problem. But if you have to sort it using So you have to define a comparable interface. Yeah. So you have to return that how you are going to compare. Okay. Now I have to also define the number of coins I am going to take. Okay. So now I am going to take the value. Okay. Minimum coins. Okay. So if coins of jth value is greater than sum minus coins of j, that means we are done with the problem and I have to break here. What I have written is that if the um, like if I pick the last value of the coin and if that value is greater than uh, the value of sum minus coins of j, so we have to I have to also maintain min coin sum equals to 0, and here it should be min coin sum, and min coin sum should be defined as min coin sum plus um, coins of j. So what I am going to do is that what I am actually doing is that I have that array like this. So I am keeping this element iterating with this element, assigning it to min coin sum and checking that if that minimum coin sum value is greater than the value of the sum of the remaining coins. If it is greater, then yes, this is the coin that I have to take and I have to break. Nice. But um, like okay, for the else part I have to, like, it is the case that it is not true, so then I have to take this 2 and this 2, then minimum coin sum becomes 4 and the minimum coin sum becomes uh, okay, so 1, so 4 is greater than 1, so what is the minimum number of coins? It's 2. Let me just check that if it works or I'm missing some test case. I will explain to you everything that I am. Oh, sorry, I just not printed. Sorry. Okay, it is giving 1. How? So min coin sum is 0, and what I did is 3 comma 3. I'm missing some test case. Okay, yeah, this is what I'm actually missing. I did. I have to apply break by minimum coins plus plus. Yeah, sure. Yep. Sure. Now the problem is passing for the initial test case, and if that all passes, I will again explain to you the solution of how I approach this problem. Okay, yes, we failed. That is nice. That should happen. 42224. My answer is 5. How come? Okay. So like a 4 2 2 2 2. Okay, and then what I have to do to like my, let us just clear that how we have gone wrong. 4 2 and 4 2 2 2 2 and 4. Okay, so for what I exactly done, taken 4 and, oh, I'm sorry. mm, I have to subtract from here also. That is what I have done wrong. Yep, I think that makes sense because I was subtracting the coin's j value and that is what was missing. So let me just uh, iterate over this loop and let me just copy paste it there, and let's discuss where we have done wrong. Okay, sorry. Uh, okay, yep, it's fine. Um, okay, I think that makes sense. So min coins sum for the jth value is 4, and if min coin sum value is greater than sum minus min coin sum, so what our initial values of sum was, 4 6 8 10 12. The 12 minus 4 is 8. No, so we have considered this coin because we are not entered this bracket. Then we have entered min coin plus plus. Then we have considered 4 comma 2. So 4 comma 2 is 6, and 12 minus 6 is 6. No, that is also failing. So min coin plus plus 4 2 2, 4 2 6 8, and here is 4. So what is the minimum value? 3. So yes, I think that was what I did wrong. I actually missed that. Answer is 3, and I hope that this should work now if we have not missed. So basically, you should not be terrified if you have failing test cases. It is a very common situation where you fail test cases, and actually that means you are practicing and in progress. So that is a very good, uh, like a very good forecast that tells you that you are trying. So yes, actually, let me just check that it passes or not. Yeah, running on test one. Hmm, uh, what happened? It was not moving. In this case, might happens. Stuck. Why it is stuck? Shall I submit it once again? But this does not happen usually. Please do not assume that you are writing something wrong code. This might happen as the machines might get freeze sometimes. Let me just submit it again. Yeah, exactly. Okay. So they have also. Okay. So I think that this will pass. Shall I wait or not? I'm waiting for 2 minutes more, and I will forecast you what was the actual result of this test case in the next video. You should try and implement it on your own machine, and if there are some cases I am missing, then you might comment on the comment box. I think it is not moving. Mhm. Just a second. Uh, Let me just submit it once again. Okay. Okay. And this is submitted. Running on test 16. What app? Running on test 1. This test cases. I don't know why this is freezing so much. Accepted. So yes, finally the solution is accepted, and the previous solution submitted is still on the go. I do not know, but yes, our solution is submitted, and thank you for watching, guys. Please do leave your comments, and yes, it is accepted, the previous one also. So okay, guys, thank you for watching. Do subscribe and comment. Bye bye.